So I have some news for you about Fable Legends and why it was actually canceled, a bit more in depth. This is kind of important because it shows the state of gaming and how Microsoft thinks. So you'll have to excuse me during this news story. I woke up to a fine coat of pollen on my car. I mean, the allergies are ridiculous today. There's just so many. And in the town I live in, there's a lot of blossom trees and things like that. So it's just worse for me because that's just a large amount for this area, larger than the surrounding area. So I'm sorry if I'm real nasally and, I can't breathe that well because, my nose is plugged most of the time. Okay, so Fable Legends reported to supposedly cost $75 million. Now, this was a game that was shifted to a free-to-play kind of market halfway through. The developers fired back at Microsoft when Microsoft shut them down, saying that you didn't know what you wanted to do with the game. You kept saying, do this, do that, and then you switched us to free to play in the midst of developing it. They said they constantly wanted us to use Legends as a demo for something new, the source says. Legends should have been dirt cheap to produce. That's the whole point of a free to play game. If people don't like the game, you take small cut. If they do, you build more of what the people want. Legends cost a large amount of money and was delayed countless times so we could show off some other piece of Microsoft tech. So that was what a source was stating about this. They were talking to Eurogamer. I will leave a link to the article I'm specifically citing in the link down below. You can check it out in the description. Feel free, but that's about all they had to say. Said it was going to cost about $75 million. Now, this could be some random person, but apparently it's a quote-unquote unknown person, but a high-ranking source from Lionhead Studios that costs this much money. Now, that's a lot of money for a free-to-play game, but the rabbit hole goes a bit deeper. You see, what ended up happening was that when Lionhead Studios was about to go out of business, there are laws in the United States and the United Kingdom to save this kind of stuff, but per UK law, there was a span of time where the company had to search for ways to stay open before shutting down. Now, several publishers, some of the biggest names known in gaming, this was per Kotaku, as that source goes, filed letters of intent to acquire Lionhead Studios. Offers ranged into the hundreds of millions of dollars, and no sale was made due to Microsoft not willing to let go of that IP. Because of that reason, any game developed with Lionhead Studios, no matter who was footing the bill, let's say Activision bought it, okay? So Activision bought Lionhead Studios. They would only be able to make the game with Microsoft's licensing agreement. They might have been able to make it for a different system if Microsoft said yes, which they probably wouldn't have, but assuming that they would have said no, which is what they would have done, they would have had to go through the Xbox One, and the Xbox One would have took a chunk of that revenue, again, through the Xbox store as well, because they probably wouldn't let it be licensed on Steam, and they would have took a chunk of that money too. So, yeah, it would cut from the revenues of both Lionhead Studios and the owner of Lionhead Studios. So, ladies and gentlemen, because of Microsoft's greed, whether it be good or bad, I mean, you can't sit here and get upset at Microsoft because they want to make money. They would have made a lot of money off of that, and they wouldn't have had to do anything because they own the IP. But whether you like it or not, it looks like Fable is dead, and dead for good. I am very thankful that I was given Fable Anniversary before this happened. And in fact, I'm going to buy Fable Anniversary on Steam. I have it for the Xbox 360. I played through it and I loved it. It's a very great game, very fun to play. But I'm very, very sad and depressed that it's really over. It's really done, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think Fable is ever going to come back. And again, once again, Microsoft kills off another IP. Rest in peace, Conker. Rest in peace, Steve, in the future from Minecraft, because that's going to happen. And rest in peace, Fable. These were some of my favorite games, and I really miss being able to play a good Fable game. So, You guys have yourselves a great day. I'm going to head on up to Cedar Point. If you're hearing this and I already went up to Cedar Point, I'll let you guys know if I had a good time or not. Check my Twitter if you want more live updates, because these videos are always recorded beforehand. So, yeah, leave me a like if you enjoyed this news story. Let me know your thoughts, questions, concerns, and opinions in the comment section below. And I've been your host, Protomario, and I'm signing out. As always, good gaming, and God bless.